English Dan, back at you with another video. So today I've got something really fast to show you, but you need to watch it all the way to the end, because there's some stuff that you need to know as well. So what is this fat English dude talking about when he says he's got something really fast for you? Well, I got me the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren 5G Edition. Yeah, that's a hell of a long name. So we're not going to call it that. We're just going to call it the McLaren Edition or the 7T Pro or whatever. I'm not going to say it all. So if you need to know what it's called, write it down now. The OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition 5G. Yeah. Anyway, so I got this on Friday. I've had the OnePlus 7 Pro before, loved it, said it was my favourite phone of the year. I'm with T-Mobile. This is a T-Mobile exclusive. The only way you can get the OnePlus 7T Pro over here without importing it from elsewhere, another country, is through T-Mobile, and it's the McLaren edition, like I say. So this is the limited edition that has the extras, let's say. We'll go through what it's got quickly. It's got the Snapdragon 855 Plus, so it's a slightly upgraded processor from what's in the OnePlus 7 Pro. Comes with 12 gig of RAM. What? There's laptops for sale in Best Buy with less RAM than this thing. Isn't that insane? Comes with the same really fast storage. It's the UFS 3.0 2-lane storage, so yeah, this thing is really quick when it comes to opening and closing apps, things like that. It's a dream to use when it comes to using an Android phone. It's probably the fastest Android phone out there, including the Pixels. It's fast. Sprint do the OnePlus 7 Pro 5G, but theirs does not come with Android 10. This does come with Android 10 out of the box. I'm not sure whether the Sprint version has been updated yet, but on this one you do get the Android 10 out of the box, so that's a big bonus on this one. And obviously you get the same 6.67 inch fluid display, OLED 90Hz display. Looks fantastic, can't go wrong with it. For me, it's the best display on a phone out there right now, including the Note series, because the Note for some reason stuck with 60 Hz. Why? When you're supplying people with 90 Hz displays. Anyway, I'm getting off that. This also has the 48 megapixel camera, plus 16 plus 8 for the triple camera. Does the macro shots like the 7T and the 7T Pro overseas. Has a slightly larger battery. Obviously it's non-removable, like they're not in the OnePlus, they never have been. You get a 4085 milliamp hour battery in this. Battery goes for days. Obviously it says 5G. That I'm going to get onto more later. But yeah, this is it. So I'm going to open the box. Here's the phone straight off, and here's the case. You're going to see that throughout my video. So the phone's already out. I wasn't going to do the cheesy, put it back in the box and here's what you get, but this is what you get with the box. Obviously you get the phone. Be a bit of a rip-off if you didn't. When you get the box, bright orange, looks like it's like a bottle of wine or something like that. You're going to get some sort of alcohol in here, but it's a real nice finish on the box. Obviously has McLaren embossed on it. Tells you the specs on the back. T-Mobile in the corner letting you know that they are the exclusive carrier for this device. You can't even buy it from OnePlus. Got to get it from T-Mobile. So we open it up, and you think that this orange thing is a box. It's actually not. It's a sleeve. And inside the sleeve, it says never settle. So yeah, then you get to the box. The box, like the case, that noise goes through me. Why do I do it? Anyway, it's got this textured box. Again, looks really smart. Has McLaren on there with the OnePlus logo. Flip it over, just plain orange. Obviously black and orange for the McLaren colours, the original colours. You take off the box top. You then come to this big old slab of orange. In this big old slab of orange, you get, obviously, the big old slab of orange. You then get the SD card. Wow, Dan, doesn't take an SD card. Shut up, Dan. Your SIM card, your SIM ejector tool. Again, McLaren I'd like to let you know that you definitely got the McLaren version, your T-Mobile terms and conditions, and your OnePlus 7T Pro T-Mobile user guide, start guide. So that comes in that first section. Phone comes in a piece of plastic like they always do. In the box, you get a special edition braided cable. Is it a special edition or just one to match the phone? Either way, it's braided, USB-C, not used mine yet. And inside here you get the super quick charging. It's faster, they say it's 30% faster than the OnePlus 7 Pro. It is fast, trust me, it's like bang. I had to charge mine today because I forgot to charge it, and like within 20 minutes I was up to 70%, 75%. I was like, what? It was great. And it also comes in the black and the orange, so it matches the device. Now if you get one of these phones, don't open it up and think, well, there's no case in mine. Under here, you'll see on the box, on the sides, little orange arrow, just lets you know you can remove this lower section of the box. And in this lower section of the box, you have your case. You're wondering why I've already got a case on my phone and a brand new case in here. I'll get onto that in a little while. But yeah, you get that in there as well. And there's a peel off letter somewhere, I believe. But I have not been able to find it in mine. I know in the European versions that they have a peel off letter saying, hey, thanks from the OnePlus team and things like that. I just don't see it in this version. But yeah, so that's what comes in the packaging. It's a nice package. You can tell they've spent some time on it. Real nice experience. You know, you feel like you're getting something premium. And let's not forget now, this version of the OnePlus 7T Pro is $899. It's $900 out the gate. It's the most expensive OnePlus device they've had. So, you know, when they're packaging it and things like that, they're trying to show you it's worth. Is it worth $900? I'll get back onto that in a little while. So let's talk about the differences with the OnePlus 7T Pro over the regular OnePlus 7 Pro. So straight away you get the 12 gig of RAM that you can open apps for days and leave them open. Nothing's going to close, they're always going to be there. The 12 gig of RAM is monster. Probably overkill, but hey, it's well and truly future proof. You got the 855 Plus, so it's going to give you a bit better battery life, a little bit faster on the GPU. I don't mobile game, so I don't really, doesn't bother me that. But for you, those of you that do game, you know you're going to get a little extra boost out of this. Then you've got the McLaren styling, and this is where this phone stands apart from the OnePlus 7 Pro. The OnePlus 7 Pro looked good in the blue and the grey, but this McLaren is hot. So when you're looking at the device, obviously you've still got the all glass finish. You've got the super massive display at the front with a pop-up camera that comes up at the top that gives you the full view display. Looks fantastic from the front. You flip it around and boy does this thing have a booty. Alright, so on the back you get the silver McLaren logo, silver OnePlus logo, small flash, your triple camera setups on here as well, running up and down the middle, just like the OnePlus 7 Pro. Slight change, slight difference in there, but yeah. And then you get this amazing design in the back. Some people like it, some people hate it. I love it. Everybody that's seen my phone so far have been like, dude, that is an awesome phone. And I agree. On the back also, around the edges, it has the orange that goes all the way around the accent colour, and the vibrating button, the slider, that's also the orange for McLaren. It's a really, really, really good looking phone. I dare say it's the best looking cell phone out there right now. There's so much detail in this back glass. Don't get me wrong, it's a fingerprint magnet, but they supply you with the case. And the case is like a carbon effect. It's not a Pitaka case or a Lulea case. So don't sue me. It's got the OnePlus logo embossed onto the back, as well as the McLaren. They're in like a darker gold colour. And then in the middle it has like the suede that's on the seats and things of inside of a McLaren. So a really nice case actually. It looks really smart when it's on the device. I'll show you quick before I show you some other stuff. But yeah, once it's on the back of the device, it looks really good. One thing I don't like about this case though is it does hide the really nice pattern on the back, and it hides the orange accent. OnePlus would have been great if OnePlus had have made this a window on the back, like a clear section maybe, and put the orange accent on the case, because that way you could see the details that are on the phone and it would give you that little bit extra instead of being more of just a bland look. Obviously you got the orange ring around the camera as well, which helps break that up, but still I think they could have just done that a little bit more with the case to help show off with the design that they've really wanted to put on the back of this device to make it stand out from the rest. But they didn't. But it's still a nice case. And I've got two of them. Why have I got two of them? Well, this is why I've got two of them. This is the first phone along with the Note 10 on T-Mobile that will run on their new 5G network. Their 5G network went live on Friday. I got mine 10 a.m.-ish, Friday, maybe 11 a.m., can't remember. Came, UPS delivered it, couldn't wait to get it. Went to set it up and it immediately shown a 2G signal. I'm like, this isn't looking good. Then, after I'd done that and connected to Wi-Fi, I got this APN setting that needed updating. You don't get that very often. It should be ready to go out of the box. I do the APN settings. Oh, and there was an update before it, a smaller update before on a Friday. I want to say it was about 40 megabyte, 40 gig. That ain't small. About 40 meg. There's been two updates. After I did the update, I got the APN settings. After I got the APN settings, this thing thought it was on acid. I couldn't get a signal. I'll show you some videos in a second, but what was happening, the signal bar up top was flashing. Had to cross, come back on with signal, go off, but it was like all the time. Pull down the menu and the mobile data icon flashing orange, grey, orange, grey. Go into the system settings and go into where your connections are, your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, that whole menu flashing. Could not get any service whatsoever. Nothing. Not even 2G like was on there to begin with. Gone on to T-Mobile. We're really sorry, this is the first time we've ever seen this. We've not had any other complaints, you're the first person. More on that in a minute as well. Okay, fair enough, maybe I've just been sent a balked phone. They wanted me to pay another $90 for my payments to send out a replacement and then wait a week to 10 days for a refund. That's not how it works. You sent me a balked phone. Send me a replacement. Anyway, after some arguing and reaching out to a few places, I reached out to OnePlus directly and they ghosted me. I've still not heard a reply, and it's Tuesday and I messaged them Friday. But whatever. T-Mobile eventually found a way where they can send me a device where I don't have to pay any more out of my pocket, the way it should be. In the meantime, I factory resetted this one and it worked on 4G LTE. I'm in an area that's blanketed by 5G. At work, I'm like 1 bar away supposedly. Where I live now, I'm like a 2 solid bar 5G connection. That's what they told me. I'm only getting 4G LTE. So, stuck with it, knew I had a replacement coming, no problem, we'll get the replacement and we'll go from there. So, obviously there's the one I just unboxed. The replacement gets here. Open it up, can't wait, dying to have a go with this phone. I hope this one works great. Go through all the settings again. This time I get an update again, but I don't get the same 40 megabyte update. I get a 140 meg update. Totally different. So I thought, great, it might have been a software issue that they fixed over the weekend and they're sending an update out, like a hotfix, something like that. Went through all that, didn't get asked to update APN settings or anything. Got a text saying that my phone wasn't set up, but it would send a message and blah blah, which it never did. That's what it did the first time as well, when I got the APN settings. Not this time, so no APN update. SIM cards in. Can't wait. Let's see what 5G is about. Come on, 4G LTE. Get back onto T-Mobile. They're shocked, stunned that this has happened. No way, this is unbelievable that your second device has done this. This is a different person I'm talking to. You're the first person I've heard someone say that they've had this issue. We've not had any other reports about this. You're lying. Okay? You're lying. I've spoke to a few people, and I've also seen a few people who have got the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren 5G that I said I wasn't going to call it again. They've had exactly the same issues with the disco lights, with only 4G, no 5G connectivity, and you also told them that they're the first person that's reported this issue and you guys have never heard this issue before. I told you on Friday, I told you again on Monday. That's 4 days, and I'm still supposedly the first person who reported this, but I know that I'm actually not. So this is now leading me to believe that maybe T-Mobile are telling their support staff, whoa, 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 tell them it's a freak thing and they're the first person. It's the days of social media. You shouldn't do things like that because we all share our experiences. I know at least 6 people who have had exactly the same issue and was told exactly the same thing, and like me, at the end of my second conversation, they opened up a ticket with an engineer where I'll get an answer within 72 hours. But I'm the first person that's ever mentioned a problem with the new OnePlus 5G. T-Mobile, that's a poor show, and you're damaging the reputation of the new OnePlus McLaren Edition. Because people want the McLaren Edition, it's great, it's like nothing else out there. So fast, screen's superb, fantastic at everything, cameras, but it's detailed enough and you can get it to run really well with the Gcam app. For me, it's the OnePlus 7 Pro and the 7T Pro are the phone of 2019. The problem is, T-Mobile are lying about it, saying that it's a freak issue and only one person's heard of it so far, or one person's reported it. T-Mobile, you need to put your act together, whether you need to release a statement, because rumours are, if you go around some of the OnePlus forums and you speak to certain people, they're saying that T-Mobile have messed up the software for this phone, hence it won't connect to 5G. What also blows my mind is, they say that the Qualcomm modem and this, is it the X55 5G modem, won't connect to millimeter wave. Snapdragon say it will. Totally speechless. T-Mobile are handling this so poorly right now. Really poorly. If I was OnePlus, Carl Pei, or someone, you know, Pete Lau, I'd be pissed with T-Mobile. Because this is a big phone for them. Like, you know, it's one of the first 5G phones on the T-Mobile network. It's the only way you can get a 7T Pro over here, and they made it an exclusive to T-Mobile, and T-Mobile have really dropped the ball. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. I wanted you to have a look at the phone, I wanted you to see what the phone's about, but I also wanted to let you know about the skeletons in the closet that T-Mobile are being kind of shady about. Does John Ledger know about this? Probably not. Probably too high up the ladder to really bother about that. I will reach out though, I'll see what he says, and I'll tag him in this video, but I bet he doesn't watch it, and I bet nobody else does neither. So yeah, let me know if you've got a OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition 5G that I said I wasn't going to call it again. Let me know if you've got 5G. Nobody I've spoken to across the country has got 5G, but I'd be interested to know if some of you do. Bet you don't. Really bet you don't, and I bet you've been told you're the first person to report this issue. Let me know down here. I'd be really interested to see what's going on. T-Mobile, if you're watching this, fix it. Don't bullshit us, just fix it. Alright guys, this is English Dan signing out. Have a great night. Peace.